Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire in the Steam release version series, episode number 8. Okay, so mistakes were made a little bit. We already saw last turn the cracks showing in the logistics, which is why my, couple turns ago, my recycling center didn't finish. And I didn't really pay heed to the signs there. Really what I should have done right away is just buy the darn transport station. But I didn't do that. So we're going to have, unfortunately, a 2-turn lag before things are fixed. And, well, what happened? I mean, the biggest thing is I have some people out of supply. Transport hub, not going to... I mean, we need the transport hub to be upgraded by taking it over in order for it to be a little, I mean, significantly more effective. We're definitely stretching these lines right now, and I think that that'll help. Otherwise, let's see, we had some movement there, we had some movement Salzburg, I guess. Okay, now here's some raiders on the borders. Oh, 2 raiders down there. Okay, and some movement over here as well. But not all in all, it's fine. These are raiders, they're going to do their thing, which is raid and, you know, generally annoy you. That's okay. We'll deal with that, but vidgram, okay. So we discovered Vidcom broadcasting, finished our new bazooka, got 45 credits, and that new place we got with the political point generating asset also gave us a 300 unit Galactic Republic infantry. Zoo project is always really nice, and we got commercial project as well, so that was a good turn. Didn't get any profile stuff, but we're really hoping conflict resolution comes, and I've already looked at the decisions this turn, which is supposed to be step number 1. We're not going to like it. We're going to have to take a hit to democracy, but anyways, so first things first, Krypton River wants to organize a party. Yeah, well, I mean, if we say yes, which it sounds fine from the outset at least. Government +8, heart +8. It's going to kill my profiles. So we will say no, which takes government down. Actually, another one is coming up here, unit decisions, which is much worse, which is enforcement. That's the one we really need to get down. Government's not that big of a deal, but we definitely don't want fist. I mean, this is pretty clearly the option we want to choose. Militia commemorative plaque. Oh, you might be wondering why my credits are so low. Okay, yeah, I forgot. At the end of the last turn when I came back in, I decided very stupidly to purchase for trade some machines and some high-tech parts just because we had 2,000. I was like, hey, what are we doing with all this money? It was not necessarily a good idea. Anyway, we'll make it work. So we're gonna still spend a lot of money to make the commemorative plaque because it makes everyone happy. I want to start with the other things, other decisions first. Okay, so we'll give +1 for the bonus. By the way, mission accomplished. Check population happiness or city happiness is way down on the list, but it should be one of the first things we do. So we went kind of all in on maintaining happiness in Gagoyas, and it worked. So population and happiness is increasing. Unrest is dropping by a ton. It dropped by 18. Fear is only limiting your maximum population or happiness, so that's not a big deal. It's capping us right now at 72 versus 82, which we're obviously way below. Worker happiness is not really good, and that's why I'm thinking that we'll do 1 here and we'll go up to 4. One sec. Sorry, I had to sneeze. 4. Yeah. That's going to raise worker happiness, and it's 1 lower than we probably will want it eventually, but another time we'll come back to Watson here, and we'll ask him to raise worker salary again. And I think it might be more effective that way. I don't know. I'll just do it all at the same time, so I don't have to... I'll forget about it, and it'll just... Yeah, so we'll just give 5 directly. Recruit sign-up bonus. I'm going to keep this pretty low. And maximum recruits per turn. No. I was thinking about just doing 100, maybe 200. Some small, just a small commitment of troops from Gagoyas, just a trickle. We'll allow emergency food. Food's looking good right now. And I think that all looks good. Population, her worker happiness went up by 25. That's perfect. So there's another decision here which is not going to be as popular. We're going to accept scientific exchange with Tereso. And really it's just Nash who just keeps hating at everything I do. Speaking of Nash, okay, so we'll do this now. I think that's the one decision that's going to make people unhappy. Yeah, so now we'll do this, try to raise people's happiness again. I'm going to go over to my cabinet. Nash is not actually attached to anybody. And I guess I would like to attach him to... I mean, he should be doing something. Nash. I guess I'd like to attach him to a governor. I don't even know what his skill set is. But it's probably best if I attach him to Halkin. What's my rationale for that? I don't have a very good one. I don't understand the mechanics of attaching. I think that the advisor can help with roles. So, let's see. He doesn't have... I mean, he's a pretty bad advisor. I doubt he'll help Burke in any way. Oh, that's Economic Council. Sorry, that's not my... We want to get our governors. Here we go. Copernicus. Okay, so it's possible that one of his roles will be helpful. Let's see. He has leadership. Maybe a little bit of oratory. Okay, yeah, he's worthless. He'll learn some skills, Nash, I mean, doing that, but right now he's not going to help in any way. Oh well, we can reattach him another time. Okay, so, models. Oh man, we want to get through these turns quickly, but there's just so much to talk about all the time. So I'm looking at my models just to see what is it that we want to improve on. We're basically done with all the tier 1 to tier 2 upgrades. So I think the thing I'd kind of like to do, we can't do it, not that I know of at least. There's no way of sorting by these categories. So right now we're just going to look structural design. Who's got the lowest? Which ones can we make better? Honestly, the machine guns, they came back so much better. Look at this, 85 jumped to 103. The same way that this 95 jumped up to 112. Yeah, so it's really, really largely improved. However, with the machine guns, they don't have that as high of a structural design base. The worst one for us is the bazooka we just rolled. This one's terrible. Now, I don't think I want to re-roll it because we have no field testing, and yeah, I mean, we could just re-roll. I guess that's actually not a bad time to re-roll it. Because it's not like we're not going to try to upgrade this one. We're going to create a new one from scratch, which unfortunately takes quite a lot of political points. Maybe we don't have the political points for it. I don't know. Otherwise, we can try... We don't have a second hauler yet. I don't know if anything would improve by that. I'm thinking maybe... could fuel usage go down? I don't think so. But okay, so anyways, that's where we're at here. We have to make a decision, and you can see it's only a lot. It's bureaucratic points, not political points. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we probably do want to do a new bazooka design from scratch, although I'm not even sure that that's that important of a design for me. We could also do a machine gun model from scratch. Or we can try to upgrade the truck. Well, machine guns are going to be useful very often, so I think what I want to do is do a brand new design.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then here's the one that is unfortunate. We're going to have to take autocracy here. Enforcement dominates commerce, and we're almost at the point of getting the 100% bonus to happiness, which is insane. And taking this autocracy is going to reduce this probably below 60. Well, actually, it'll be, since autocracy is actually dominated by democracy, it should be only like a 1/3 loss. So I'm expecting democracy goes down to like 62. Now that gives us a 3% chance to get whatever the next one is. Open politics, which is up from plus 40 to plus 60% political bonus. I don't know. That's not that important. As long as we get conflict resolution, I'll be pretty happy. So, autocracy it is. It's kind of a sacrifice. Something had to go there that we didn't like. Okay, decision's done. Trade. Yeah, we definitely need to trade because we're at 400 and we want at least 500 to be able to conduct or give 500 to the population. We go over to trade and probably helps a lot to have this open. Lots of fuel and lots of fuel gain, and we continue to run into places we can build recycling plants on, which will give us more fuel. So I am going to sell all the fuel that we are able to, which is still going to leave us with like 900 left. I'm actually going to sell a lot of food too. I never want to go below 1,000, so we'll sell 500. Okay. Nothing else to sell here. And now remember, just to remind you, I bought 5 high-tech parts and 4 machinery last turn because we had all that money left over, which is pretty much a big mistake. And I did the math. I actually didn't do the math. I mean, I didn't have to do the math. I looked at the, where is it? Treasury cash flow. We're roughly negative 20 a turn, but we have huge boosts to that when the, like last turn, excess water was sold off and it got us like 500 money, 500 credits. So that's where we jumped up pretty largely from one. I don't know what our treasury was, but went up by like 400 instead of going down by 20. Okay, so that's trade out of the way. Assets and construction. We're right now still producing the quality of life. Yeah, university here. Hospice is finished, so things are generally improving. And over here, we don't have anything, but we don't really have the metal to do it. And remember, we still, at some point, eventually, we really want to upgrade our infantry. So what I want to do is just jump over. We're not going to do any assets and construction. Check city happiness is the next one. And surprisingly, Halkin is not doing that great. It's a little disappointing. So Halkin is still going to get a strategic card. And I don't know which one. So zoo will increase quality of life, but I think I actually want to go with commercial project for Halkin, of all places. Because it is a guaranteed +1, I believe. Now we have a zoo in Halkin, but the zoo is actually going to go to Gogoyes. So we'll get some quality of life there, and some loyalty as well. Yeah, but things are looking pretty good in Gogoyes. With the 800 now, we can also give 500 to the populace. Not a great chance that we succeed. What kind of roll is this? Bribery skill roll. Okay, well, can we tilt the odds in our favor? What does a shadow spy do? Next skill roll. Well, let's see. Does it work? Can I target? Okay, this will cost how much? 6. Okay, let's try this.
Order acknowledged.
Now let's go back to the zone stratagem. No, it did not work. So I'm not sure what skill roll it means. Because it's not updating here. See if there's anything else we want to do. Political aid truck, I might give that to the combined Galactic Republic troops, but they're not combined right now. We'll have to deal with that in a sec. Okay, well, I don't know, it's just... Oh, we got so lucky. Oh my gosh. We still rolled a 104. I don't know, that actually might have been with the +40 bonus, in which case it was... Actually, we were favored. It was 60-40, it looks like. 55-45. Anyways, population and worker happiness went up by 2. Not a whole lot. That's really not that big of a deal. It's probably because I think the population here is too large. Yeah, it's actually 90,000 people, which brings me to another thing. I mean, hey, you want to take quick turns. It can't be done. We're actually number 2 overall for the victory chart. So Perfectoresso is out there somewhere with 10% of the population, but we're right behind them. You can see we're next to Salzburg, Treviso, Lasheim, Hansa, and Primaria. So we have vision of 4 of the 6 other majors, which is insane. Yeah. So if we can take Salzburg, I think that'll just propel us into a very good position. We're just not going to be able to do it. Well, first, we need logistics. Second, we need to... I don't know. I don't know if I want to continue to push out this way. With the lack of supply, we definitely don't. I'm going to... You know what? I think I'm just going to straight up abandon our new asset. I would love not to do this. And can I combine... Okay, so let me go to U, select U, and transfer. It worked. Very good. So I put all my Galactic Republic troops into one group. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I can't explain why I think that's a good thing to do. But I do think that is a good thing to do. I could stay out and just bombard this unit. Okay, I guess I will. It's hard not to. Yeah, that was pretty useless, but just on a whim, I thought, hey, why not? 4,300, that's a sizable force. Now, I'm going to move forward here and then move back, I guess. I don't want to lose Esdale because there's free folk here, which I would really like them to join my city, Gagoyas, especially with things going pretty okay. At least, literally, okay. Is there anything else we want to do? Oh, we could give 500 to the populace again, which will probably only end up with +1 and +2. We can't do that because we don't have the money. Okay, that's fair. I wonder if it's worth using a spy card on someone now. What I'm thinking is, who is this? Primaria? Huh. Good, Zilillo. This is the one I think I want to use the spy card on. Because they won't kill off your spies as quickly as majors will. So let's do it. Okay, critical success. We just need one more. Okay, good. 4 got in there. That's perfect. We should have very good vision of Zilillo next turn. I thought I'd already done the spies somewhere, but we didn't explore any territory. If I had vision of Hansa, I'd probably quote-unquote waste the spies just to get vision. I think it's worth it. Okay, anyways, that's strategic cards, build roads. Now, this is actually where the problem is, where we do need to build roads. Did I already buy the asset? Just making sure. It would really be bad if I went a whole nother turn and still didn't have it. Now, there is also an asset in Gagoyas we could buy. Another transport hub. But I think the problem right now, the main bottleneck is getting to Gagoyas. And we can do railroad stuff. It's just that it's going to take a while to get it. So I can build a rail station here. And I can build at least a railhead there so that supply can move from one to the other. 4 machine parts. This is so quick to build. You know, I think a supply base in Wethau right now is going to be worth it. Everything is going from there. I don't think you can build a supply base here, otherwise I would. They haven't fixed that, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, this is what makes you need to build one supply base for every road that leaves your city, unless you choose not to buy the private industry, which sometimes I don't, and you make a new one for yourself just outside of it. And this one is where the starting point is, and if you have the supply station there, then it immediately collects the bonus from the supply station, which is basically a boost of 5 hexes. All right. Well, let's do it then. Construct here. Supply base is going to be 1 round, 1550. I think we can afford that. Upgrade, or the upkeep will be a little bit of fuel. I'm okay with that. So, mainly what we need after this is to get railroads going, though. And we'll eventually, I assume, need railroads over to Salzburg. That's a thinking quite into the future. Okay, what's next? Raise formations, move military, and replenish troops. Okay, I think that we're all good there. We do have a little bit of wiggle room. We could replenish some troops. Let's get those going, and 200 machine guns. Get those guys as well. Good, we're still fine. Okay, just want to make sure we're above 250, and we are. So that probably concludes this turn. Is there anything else I would want to do? A little bit low on money. I'm not ecstatic about that, but there's nothing good to sell right now. So we'll wait until rare metals is up again, and then maybe sell everything over 100. Oh, anyways, I'll catch you back. Hello, I'm back. I ended the turn and then I realized, what? I didn't move. So anyways, let's get 7 down here. And 7, 6 maybe goes up here. 7, 8 here. 9 here. And 10 here. Good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I think we'll even double enforce there. Okay, so now I can end the turn. Okay. Okay, let's try to fumble through this next turn a little bit quicker. I feel like I start getting momentum going the more turns I go through in an episode, which is probably an incentive to make longer episodes, which I think people would be happy about. But then I have to take more time to... I mean, because I'm pausing between city resolution, turn resolution. Oh yeah, you want to see turn resolution, don't you? There was a couple of battles that happened not on my territory. One here. I'm always happy to see people beating each other up because essentially everyone is my potential enemy. So the weaker they all are relatively, the better it is for me. I think that's it, just some movement by the militia then. Didn't get a project, any of the profiles. I did the math. We're at like it's basically a 2/3 chance, or only a 1/3 chance that we'll get any of these. Any one of them, and we haven't for 2 turns in a row, so that's about a coin flip. So if you flip a coin, we got tails, we called heads. Hopefully next turn, somebody. I mean, I think we were actually getting pretty lucky for a couple turns. So I'm not. Let me not besmirch the goodwill of RNG at this point because they've done great. Okay, so yeah, we have some. The funny thing is, I did check the decisions before I went back and reloaded that one to do the army movement, and we have luckily, or maybe unluckily, I don't know, these are the exact 4 decisions we had last time. So it's kind of interesting to see, like, when are things scripted and when are they like random. I can't imagine that we randomly got all 4 of the same events. Like council coming up, this makes sense. This is scripted, right? Every so often, like maybe it's every 10 turns or 5 turns or whatever, you have an opportunity. But the other ones, yeah. So apparently they are not as random. We will be accepting open embassy with Primaria. In fact, they have another demand for us that we release their spy. Now they're going to give us 10 political points, which I'm happy with. In fact, that's the best offer for us because it increases democracy and mind. They're playing right into my, like, that's exactly what I want. We would get more democracy if we refuse their 10 political points. It would also improve our relations a bit more, but relations are already pretty good, and we could use the 10 political points, and we really don't want the heart, even though mind can combat that. I mean, we'll take the mind, right? That's the one we want. That's the one we want. So let's do that first. Nash didn't like it. Big surprise there. It's kind of a running joke of this series. Here's a problem, though. We don't have one here we can choose, which is going to be beneficial for us. In fact, we're probably going to have to take the meritocracy, which is unfortunately going to start to lower our democracy. I probably should have done this decision first. I'm not sure. Anyways, I don't... mind is better against heart, but fist is just going to really tank our mind. And I don't know if I need to be so worried about getting universal truth. Honestly, the cultural adjustment, I don't really know what the benefit of that is. So maybe I should be doing meritocracy down, just to prevent... because it does dominate over democracy. And democracy's quality of life and their population happiness, those are obviously much... So it's quality of life, political bonus. Yeah, sorry, it's quality of life and political bonus. Never mind, it's commerce, which is my population happiness. So commerce is the most important one. Quality of life would be nice. But quality of life is the next one. We're going to get that no matter what. Eventually, actually, it's higher now. So our chances are better than a coin flip at this point. Let's see. Tough one. I need to just make a decision and go, though. Salzburg offers a small present. So if we reject them, it should help us go to war with them. We're not really ready for war. I think we're going to go ahead and accept it. So we'll see how bad the meritocracy reduces our democracy. I expect the difference between it should go down by 2/3 for democracy. So it's basically 70-40, essentially. So that will end up being like 63-37. So 63, that's not bad. We'll still have a 14% chance of, at the very end of this, we'll still have a 14% chance of getting the quality of life bonus that we really want. Political bonus would be nice too, but we can live without it. Okay, so open embassy, we will accept this. And new organization. Well, we do have the political points for this. We don't really have the bureaucratic points to afford it. What I want next is Military Research Council, although I was thinking, what if we just got the Air Force Research Council to start doing something new? Staff Council would also be nice, so I can start doing better Order of Battle stuff, but we're okay with machine gun stuff, especially because we have the Galactic Republic tanks. And we can do independent, as soon as we get the models, which we need the models first, right? But once we get the light tanks, we can just do independent brigade, or independent battalions. I don't know if I want it yet, though. Maybe I'll let... Who do we have who's not doing anything right now? Because they're not going to be happy with me. And, okay, you have pretty good charisma. And you are not... you're just much better than the other one. For military... neither of these are a good candidate. You want high intelligence, and neither of these are high intelligence. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. 31, 28. Yeah. It would have to go to Keynes. That's still okay, too. We might even want to roll for a third person. I'm not sure. His charisma is his strength, though, but it does have some war stuff. I wonder if that would help with military research. That's a question. Open question, not sure. Capability 3 means he will get better. He will get better at his job, and he does like us. Okay, let's just do it. And I might actually just recruit one more person as well. Okay, so Zoo Project. Let's kind of take a look at the cities and see how we're doing. Halkin is still suffering from danger, and it's funny that this is what keeps us from being happy, is these 7 points of danger that we got from like 10 turns ago. It just takes for danger way too long, in my opinion, to drain away. They're talking about danger that happened like 8 months ago, and it's still affecting their happiness. Meanwhile, the unrest is dropping pretty quickly in Gagoyas. So what's the zoo situation like here? 25 zoo's considered education. Oh, okay. Would have considered that entertainment, but I can't argue. It can be, at least for children. And yeah, not even just for children. Pop loyalty. So who needs pop loyalty more? Let's ask the question that way. 87, really good. 34. Well, probably Gagoyas. Okay, well, that makes my decision then. Just do the one that makes the most sense.
Aye, aye, sir.
Then, do I have any other cards? No. Nor do I have money for the cards. Or, I mean, I do have some cards, but they're going to cost money that I don't have. Nation. Anything here? No. I mean, we have the political points to do the Ancient Archive. Might get lucky with a good tech, but I'm going to sit on it for a little bit longer. Yeah, I think we're okay. So let's go. Okay, decision's done. Trade. Let's do trade. Nothing really we can do. Okay, next we have assets and construction. Are you done with yours? Oh, we just missed it by metal. Huh. Probably it was logistics related. This time I can't see why. 200. It's probably logistics related though, because we have, I mean, one more turn until this logistics goes into effect. So right now we can probably see this used. It's like 200 down this line, and preview it's gonna be 500. So that pretty much says it all. We're still at the 400, even though we have the 1001 up and operational. This is just one thing that Vic has chosen to do. He's made everything delayed by an extra 2 months. I mean, one turn in the game. I'm not sure why. I don't know if that makes sense, especially if you had a desperate need for supplies. I don't think it would take that long, but okay, let's get you back. So you didn't have any supply at all. Let's give some supply to you. I'll move you back just a little bit. We're expecting to lose the political points, but that was already supposed to be the case. And the fact that we lost Xdale means that I'm going to move back here. That's unusual, because it was definitely in our zone of control. I guess we must not exert much zone of control with only 600 guys. Oh yeah, the militia actually donated another unit to us, which is great. All right, so let's start moving these guys. Let's see how far they. Wait, what's this? Wonder why that's like that. We're finally able to take back territory, though. That's nice. Excuse me. 7 is going to keep losing readiness. You go back down from yellow to blue every time just because he doesn't want to move. 6 stays there. 8 takes this. Oh, he was in the mountains. You're not in the mountains. So let's move you there. And we do have 2 militia here. 600 versus 600 and a warrior knight. And better. I think I'm going to move you here just to spread out. I mean, okay, actually it's fine. If they move here, we'll cut them off. I don't know. I don't think that helps in any way, but at least they won't. I guess it'll help. Yeah, okay. We'll let them do that. And this unit can actually do bombardment, can it? 90. It can do 1 turn of bombardment. It'll actually get better recon as well. Should I send them over here? I think, yeah, I'll do it. Oh, okay. So that's what we're up against. We did it! We got a hit! Oh, wow. Great. That means nothing, basically. But it's just kind of fun to see. Every now and then you get lucky. So we are up against these saber snakes still. There's only 400 of them. I know what I need. I need tanks. Well, I don't need them. I think we can easily handle these guys without, but... There. God. Just click on them. Okay, go over here and support. Now that I'm supporting with the tank, I will move the 600 down here. Okay. So next turn, we'll try to cut this guy off. Maybe do some more bombardment. Actually, I guess... What's your defenses like? 600, 100 machine guns. Artillery are also good defense. We have militias there as well. Although they are pretty good against hard. I mean, yeah, against hard on the attack. Yeah, we should probably stay and defend, and then we can attack next turn. This unit may not be doing bombardment. They might do an attack. I don't know. Or should I just start surrounding them? No. I want to lull them into a sense of security, and then attack. Okay, yeah. Just talking it through. Finally arrived at a conclusion I think is a good one. Okay, so let's see. Trade, assets, constructions. Yeah, so we actually do have points for assets and construction, or if we want, we can finally start upgrading our military, which is waiting patiently for upgrades, which had been available for many months now, but, you know, the typical bureaucratic process. Those resources were tied up somewhere else, and they may still be tied up somewhere else. Do I want to construct something instead of giving those, you know, military people an upgrade? Maybe. Okay, metal. I know we are actually we have a high metal income. We're gaining a lot of metal per turn, but it just doesn't look like it at the moment. And bureaucratic level, office level 2 is. I think that's got to be what I do, but I need to store up a little bit more metal before we do that anyway. Do we have here? No, we don't have. Oh, there's no scavenging left there. That's yeah. Well, it's strange, but that's just the way it is. So do we have any workers? We do have workers now, or we will when the university finishes. Yeah, it's weird that there's worker happiness even though there's no there's no workers. Yeah, we'll probably build a recycling center here. I think we should just do that now. No. Bureaucratic points are more important, especially when we're opening up a new one. Okay, so that solves that, which means we can end the turn. Oh god, it's already 35 minutes. Oh no, I can tell my mic has been overamped. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to call this video to a close here. So I will end the turn and I'll see you back for the next video. I'm feeling really good. I love it when I'm at peace. When I'm at peace in games and it's just like peacetime management, that's one of my favorite things. Which is weird because I play a lot of war games. But if it's a war game that has times of peace for preparation, I really like that. So we'll just carry on with the peacetime for a while. What's the next objective? It's nice to be able to see all this, by the way. We dumped a bunch of spies in there. Now we have good vision. Yeah, they're pretty well equipped, but not too. We could definitely take them. I don't know what the next goal is. Salzburg is such a big, bright bullseye right in front of us. But I doubt we could take them with our current troops. I'd like to push all the militia out here, expand this to a border with, probably with two majors. We'll have Primari up here, they're going to like us a lot, and then Hausa or whatever it was to the west that won't necessarily like us. And we'll probably have to leave that border occupied and then move all our troops over to Salzburg and execute the unification of this little isthmus. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll catch you back for the next one. Until then, stay safe and take care.